I'm folding laundry because it needs to be done, and I'm the one who does it. The basket has been sitting there since this morning, and now it's after dinner, and the kitchen is clean enough, and this is what comes next. I pull a shirt from the pile and smooth it flat and fold it the way I always fold it, and I stack it with the others. My hands know what to do. They've done this hundreds of times, maybe thousands, and they'll do it hundreds more. The house is quiet in that specific way it gets after everyone has scattered to their own rooms. Not silent, but muted. I can hear the hum of something electronic. Maybe the dishwasher finishing its cycle. Maybe the router. I don't know. There's a lamp on in the corner, and the overhead light is off, because the overhead light is too much after a certain point in the evening. I prefer the dim. It asks less of me. I'm tired in a way that doesn't improve with rest. I slept enough last night, I think. I woke up at the usual time and got through the day, and now I'm here, folding laundry, and the tiredness is just present. It's not dramatic. It doesn't make me want to lie down right this second. It's more like a low hum underneath everything, a baseline I've gotten used to. I fold another shirt. The fabric is warm from the dryer, which finished an hour ago, maybe longer. I don't remember when I moved it from the washer, sometime this afternoon. There's a rhythm to this that almost feels like rest, except it isn't rest. It's just a different kind of doing. My body is here, my hands are moving, and my mind is somewhere adjacent, not fully present, but not fully gone either. I'm aware of the pile shrinking. I'm aware that when this is done, there will be something else, or there won't, and if there isn't, I'll sit on the couch and stare at my phone, or put something on the TV that I've seen before because new things take energy I don't have. I think about tomorrow without meaning to. It arrives in my mind as a shape, not as a list. Morning routine, the commute, the desk, the emails, the meetings, the small conversations I'll have that require me to sound normal. I'll do it. I always do it. There's no question about whether I'll do it. The question is just how much of me will be there while I'm doing it. Someone needed something from me earlier, and I gave it to them. I don't remember what it was. That's not unusual. People need things, and I provide them, and then the moment passes and I'm on to the next thing. I'm reliable. That's something I hear sometimes, that I'm reliable, and I don't know how to feel about it anymore. It used to feel like a compliment. Now it just feels like a fact, like saying the floor is flat or the walls are vertical. Of course I'm reliable. What else would I be? The laundry basket is half empty now. I'm folding socks, matching them by feel more than by sight. Some of them are mine, and some of them belong to other people in the house, and I sort them into separate piles without thinking about it. This is what I do in the evening. This is part of the sequence. Dinner, kitchen, laundry, and then the formless stretch of time before bed where I'm technically free to do whatever I want, except I don't want anything in particular. I just want to be done. But being done isn't really an option, because tomorrow starts whether I'm ready or not. I used to have hobbies. I still have the things I used to do, the supplies, the accounts, the bookmarks. They're still there. I just don't touch them. It's not that I decided to stop. It's that the space between thinking about doing something and actually doing it has gotten wider, and crossing that space takes something I don't have most nights. So I don't. I fold laundry instead. I do the things that have to be done, and when those are finished, I sit in the dim light and let the evening pass. The weekend was 2 days ago, or it's in 5 days. I'm not sure which. They blur together. Weekends used to feel different, like a break, like a reset. Now they're just a different shape of obligation. There are still things to do, just different things. Errands and chores and the maintenance of a household that never stops needing maintenance. I get to sleep a little later maybe. I don't have to get in the car and drive to the office, but I'm still doing things, still checking items off a list that replenishes itself faster than I can clear it. I finish the socks and move on to the towels. They're bulky and take up more space in the basket than they do when they're folded and stacked. I fold them in halves, then halves again, the way I always do. My mother taught me to fold towels this way. I don't think about that most of the time, but right now I do, and it doesn't make me feel anything in particular. It's just a fact. I learned to fold towels from someone, and now I fold them, and someday maybe someone will learn from me, or maybe they won't. It doesn't matter. There's a notification on my phone. I can see the screen light up from where it's sitting on the arm of the chair. I don't check it. It's probably nothing urgent. If it were urgent, someone would call, and no one is calling. It's probably just another email or a message in a group chat I'm part of but don't really participate in anymore. I used to keep up. I used to respond right away, stay in the loop, be present. Now I check in when I remember to, and most of the time I don't remember to, and no one seems to notice or care. I'm trying to remember the last time I felt excited about something. Not happy, not content, but actually excited, the way you feel when you're looking forward to something so much it's hard to think about anything else. I can't pinpoint it. It's been a while. Maybe it's been longer than a while. Things happen and they're fine or they're not fine, and I move through them and then they're over. There's no peak anymore, no high point. It's all just flat, a long stretch of flat with no particular features. The laundry is almost done. I'm left with a few stray items at the bottom of the basket, things that got buried under the rest. A dish towel, a pair of pajama pants, a shirt I don't recognize, which means it belongs to someone else and ended up in the wash with my things. I fold them anyway. I'll put them in the right places later, or I'll leave them in the stack and someone will find them and take them. It doesn't matter. I carry the folded stacks to the bedroom and put them away in the dresser. The drawers stick a little when I pull them open. They've always stuck. I keep meaning to do something about it, sand them down or wax the runners or whatever you're supposed to do to fix a drawer that sticks, but I never do. It's not enough of a problem to make me act on it. It's just a small annoyance that I've learned to work around, one of 1,000 small annoyances that make up the texture of daily life. Back in the living room, the TV is off, and the lamp is still on, and the house is still quiet. I sit down on the couch. The cushions have a permanent dent where I always sit. I can feel it under me, the way my body has shaped this space over time. I pick up my phone and open it and scroll through nothing. News, posts, pictures of other people's lives. I don't read any of it closely. I'm just moving my thumb, letting the screen refresh, occupying the space between now and sleep. I should go to bed. It's not that late, but I'm tired, and going to bed would be the reasonable thing to do. But I don't get up. I stay on the couch, scrolling, because going to bed means tomorrow starts sooner and I'm not in a hurry for that. Tomorrow is the same shape as today. I'll wake up and get ready and get in the car and drive and sit at my desk and do the things I'm supposed to do and come home and do the things that need to be done here, and then it'll be evening again and I'll be sitting in this same spot, tired in the same way, waiting for the same nothing. I think about the people who rely on me, not in a resentful way, not in a way that makes me want to stop being reliable, just as a fact. There are people who need me to show up, to do my job, to keep things running, at work, at home, in the small network of people I'm connected to. I can't just stop. There's no pause button. There's no break that doesn't come with consequences I'm not willing to deal with. So I keep going. I wake up and I go and I do, and I come back and I do some more, and this is just what it is now. The weekend that just passed is already hard to remember. I did things. I know I did things. I cleaned the bathroom. I went to the grocery store. I sat in this same spot at some point and felt the same way I feel now, like I was supposed to be resting but couldn't figure out how. Rest used to be easy. I used to be able to do nothing and feel good about it. Now doing nothing just feels like I'm behind on something, like I should be productive, like I'm wasting time even though I don't have the energy to not waste it. There's a moment in the evening, most evenings, where I realize I haven't really thought about anything all day. I've been reacting, responding, doing, but not thinking in any deep way, not reflecting or considering or processing. I've just been moving from task to task, and now it's night and the day is almost over, and I couldn't tell you what I actually thought about, if I thought about anything at all. My mind feels empty, but not in a restful way. Empty like something's missing, like there's supposed to be something there and there isn't. I put my phone down. I pick it up again. The screen is bright in the dim room. I scroll some more. Someone I used to know posted a picture from a trip they took. They look happy. I don't feel anything about it. Not jealous, not happy for them, just nothing. I keep scrolling. Someone else is complaining about something mundane. Someone else is sharing a meme I've already seen. The algorithm feeds me content, and I consume it passively, and it fills time without filling anything else. I think about calling someone, reaching out, having a conversation. Then I think about what I would say, and I realize I don't have anything to say. There's nothing new. There's nothing I want to talk about. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Work is fine. Home is fine. I'm just tired. And saying I'm tired doesn't lead anywhere. People are tired. Everyone is tired. It's not special. It's not worth mentioning. So I don't call anyone. I stay on the couch, in the dim light, scrolling. The dishwasher finishes its cycle with a faint beep. I should empty it now so it's done, so it's not waiting for me in the morning. But I don't get up. I'll do it later, or I'll do it tomorrow, and either way it'll get done because it always gets done. Everything always gets done. That's not the problem. The problem is that getting things done doesn't feel like anything anymore. It's just the baseline. It's just the requirement. I do the things, and then there are more things, and I do those too, and none of it adds up to anything that feels like progress or accomplishment or meaning. I used to plan things. I used to look ahead at the calendar and mark dates and have things to look forward to. Now the calendar is just a series of obligations, meetings, appointments, deadlines, things I have to do, not things I want to do. I can't remember the last time I put something on the calendar that was just for me, something I was choosing because I wanted it. Maybe I don't want anything. Maybe that's the problem. Or maybe it's not a problem. Maybe this is just how it is now. The lamp in the corner flickers slightly. It's been doing that for a few weeks. I should change the bulb. I have bulbs in the closet, I think. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I used the last one somewhere else and forgot to buy more. I'll check later. Or I won't. The lamp still works. It's just a flicker. I can live with a flicker. I get up from the couch finally, not because I've decided to go to bed, but because I need to move. My body feels stiff from sitting. I walk to the kitchen and pour a glass of water and drink it standing at the sink. The window above the sink looks out onto the backyard, but it's dark now, and all I can see is my own reflection in the glass. I look tired. I always look tired. I drink the water and rinse the glass and put it in the dishwasher that I still haven't emptied. Back on the couch. The cushions welcome me back into the same position. I wonder if other people feel like this. If everyone is just pretending to be fine and underneath they're all tired in the same way I'm tired. Or if I'm the only one, if everyone else has figured out how to be engaged and present and enthusiastic and I'm the one who's broken. I don't think I'm broken. I'm still functioning. I show up. I do what needs to be done. But there's a gap between functioning and feeling okay, and I'm somewhere in that gap, and I don't know how to close it. Tomorrow I'll get up and I'll get ready and I'll get in the car and I'll drive to the office and I'll sit at my desk and I'll answer emails and I'll go to meetings and I'll talk to people and I'll sound normal because I've gotten good at sounding normal. And then I'll drive home and I'll make dinner or reheat leftovers or pick something up on the way and I'll eat and clean up and do whatever needs doing. And then I'll be here again, on this couch, in this dim light, scrolling through my phone or staring at the TV, waiting for the day to be over so I can sleep and wake up and do it again. The weekend is coming eventually. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but soon. And when it comes, I'll sleep a little later and I'll do the errands and the chores and I'll try to rest. But rest won't feel like rest because there's always something. Always a task or a thought or an obligation hovering at the edge of my awareness. And then the weekend will end, and it'll be Monday again, and I'll be back at my desk, and the week will stretch out in front of me like a long, flat road with no turns. I think about the person I was a few years ago, not in a nostalgic way, just as an observation. I had more energy then. I did more things. I said yes to invitations. I made plans. I felt like I was moving toward something, even if I didn't know what it was. Now I'm not moving toward anything. I'm just maintaining, keeping things stable, making sure nothing falls apart. That takes energy too, more than I realized it would, and it doesn't leave much for anything else. Someone texts me. I look at the message. It's a question about tomorrow, something logistical. I type a response. My answer is brief but complete. I send it. The conversation ends there. No small talk, no catching up, just the exchange of necessary information. That's most of my interactions now. Efficient, functional, enough. I should want more. I think I should want more. But I don't know what more would look like, and I don't have the energy to figure it out. So I stay where I am, doing what I'm doing, getting through each day and each evening and each night, and it's fine. It's not good and it's not bad. It's just fine, and fine is enough to keep going, which is all that's required. The clock on the wall says it's later than I thought. Time moves strangely in the evening. Sometimes it drags, and sometimes it disappears, and I never know which it's going to be. Tonight, it's been disappearing. I've been sitting here for longer than I realized, doing nothing in particular, and now it's late enough that I should definitely go to bed. But I still don't move. I'm in the gap between knowing what I should do and actually doing it, and that gap can last minutes or hours. There's no way to predict it. I think about work again. There's a project I'm in the middle of, something with a deadline that's approaching. I'm on track. I'm always on track. I manage my time well enough that I don't fall behind, but I also don't get ahead. I do exactly what's needed and no more. I used to go above and beyond sometimes. I used to care about doing exceptional work. Now I care about doing sufficient work. Sufficient is safer. Sufficient doesn't draw attention. Sufficient lets me get through the day without spending more than I have to spend. My boss seems satisfied with my work. I haven't heard otherwise. I get my assignments done on time, and I show up to meetings, and I contribute when I'm supposed to contribute. I don't make waves. I don't ask for much. I'm easy to manage, probably. Low maintenance, reliable. That word again. I wonder if anyone notices that I'm different than I used to be. Probably not. People are busy with their own things. They see me doing my job and they assume I'm fine. And I am fine, in the sense that I'm functional. I'm meeting expectations. That's all most people need from me. They don't need to know that I feel flat, that I'm going through the motions, that there's nothing behind the surface except more tiredness and the determination to keep showing up, because that's what adults do. I finally get up from the couch. Not because I've decided anything, but because staying here isn't different from going to bed, and at least in bed I can close my eyes. I turn off the lamp. The room goes dark, except for the ambient light from the street coming through the windows. I make my way to the bedroom without turning on any lights. I know the path. I've walked it every night for years. I get ready for bed in the dark bathroom, just the nightlight plugged in near the floor. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I do the small rituals that are supposed to signal to my body that it's time to rest. My body doesn't need the signals. My body is always ready to rest. It's my mind that doesn't cooperate, that keeps running on a low hum even when there's nothing to think about. In bed, I lie on my side facing the window. The curtains are thin enough that I can see the shape of light outside, street lights or a neighbor's porch light, something. I close my eyes. I know I won't fall asleep right away. I never do. There's a stretch of time where I'm just lying here, aware of being tired but not tired enough to slip under. My mind drifts without landing anywhere. Tomorrow. Work. The commute. The things I need to do. The things I need to remember. None of it urgent enough to worry about, all of it present enough to keep me from fully letting go. I shift positions. The sheets are cool. The pillow is the same pillow I've had for too long, flattened in the middle where my head goes. I should buy a new one. I won't. This one is fine. Fine enough. I think about the weekend again. Saturday and Sunday, 2 days that used to feel spacious and now feel compressed. I'll do the grocery shopping probably Saturday morning. I'll do the other errands too, the ones that pile up during the week. I'll clean something, vacuum maybe, or deal with the bathroom again because it always needs dealing with. I'll do laundry, a different load than tonight's because laundry is constant. And then it'll be Sunday, and Sunday will feel like Monday is too close, and I'll be here again, in bed, thinking about the week ahead and how I'll get through it, because I always get through it. I hear a car pass outside. The sound fades. The house settles into its nighttime creaks and sighs. Everything is still except for my mind, which is moving slowly through nothing, touching on familiar things without examining them. Work, home, tasks, routines. The same thoughts I have every night, worn smooth from repetition. I wonder if this is all there is now. Not in a despairing way, just as a question. If this flatness, this tiredness, this going through the motions is just the permanent state, the condition I've settled into without deciding to. And if it is, then what? I'll keep going, because there's no alternative. I'll keep showing up and doing what needs to be done and being reliable and maintaining the baseline. And maybe that's enough. Maybe it has to be enough because I don't have anything else to give. I open my eyes and look at the ceiling, barely visible in the dark. I close them again. My breathing is slow and steady. My body is tired in that deep cellular way that doesn't translate to sleep as quickly as it should. I'm here in bed and the day is over and tomorrow hasn't started yet, and this space in between is where I exist most fully, in the dark, in the quiet, neither doing nor resting, but just being still. Eventually I'll sleep. I always do, eventually. And when I wake up, it'll be morning, and I'll reach for my phone on the nightstand and check the time and get up and start the whole thing over. And I'll do it, because that's what I do. That's what I've always done. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. That counts for something, probably. Or it doesn't. Either way, I'll get up.